Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the Fire Situation Report for today, Wednesday, August 5th, 2015, and welcome to our noon broadcast on the fires burning in California and what we can expect today. Now, yesterday we saw cooler temperatures across the northern part of California. That, combined with higher humidity and even a little bit of rainfall, really gave a window of opportunity for firefighters to make good progress on several fronts. I'm going to jump right over to our statewide interactive Google map where you can see we still have 23 active fires burning up and down the state of California. Majority of those fires are up here in the northern part of the state. Now, while there's 23 incidents, many of these fires are actually what we call complexes, meaning that's one incident that's being managed as one fire. However, it's actually made up of several, including in some cases dozens of lightning-sparked wildfires. In fact, the Humboldt Lightning Complex that I'll show you in a little bit, while it's one incident and one logo here, it's actually made up of over 70 smaller fires, making up a little over 3,000 acres. So very busy, several hundred fires burning. Now, already this year, crews between the U.S. Forest Service and CAL FIRE have responded to nearly 5,500 wildfires. Those fires have burnt over 180,000 acres in California. The largest fire so far is the Rocky Fire. That fire now has consumed about 67,000 acres, over 68,000 acres, excuse me. We'll have a little bit more on that fire. That's right here, 68,300 acres. Now, that fire 20% contained. As I mentioned, the cooler temperatures really aided firefighters in their efforts. I want to start up here, though, in Northern California, up near Trinity County. That's an area that has been really hit the hardest. As you can see throughout Trinity County right here, Humboldt County, lightning-sparked fires up and down the county. A majority of them centered right around the Hayfork area as well as the western part of Trinity County. Now, today, one of those fires, the Fork Complex, that fire, 11,000 acres, 7% contained. That's just on the south end of Hayfork itself, excuse me, the north part of it. The Mad River Complex is another one of those fires. That's more on the south portion of the Hayfork community. That fire, too, has continued to burn very significantly in the west part of Trinity County. Here's another one of those lightning spark complexes, the South Complex. That fire already 12,000 acres. So a lot of fire activity in Trinity County. Most of this is actually on the Shasta Trinity National Forest. On the Fork Complex here near the community of Hayfork, CAL FIRE is in unified command with the Forest Service. There are some evacuations for the Hayfork area. Those still remain in effect. So Hayfork and Trinity County. But you can see over here in Humboldt, several fires still burning there. Good progress being made there in Humboldt. All evacuations near the Bloxburg area were lifted earlier this week. So good progress on the lightning. But if I zoom out now, I want to talk a little bit about what's to come here for Northern California. So we already have a lot of lightning fires up and down the north part of the state. Tomorrow, we're expecting again some thunderstorm systems to move into the area. That has the potential to continue to bring some more lightning activity. Those thunderstorms will come through. While they might cool temperatures just a bit, they're going to have the possibility of more dry lightning sparking more of these wildfires. So crews still on high alert. Let's switch over, though, to the main fire that's getting the most attention. That's the Rocky Fire burning in Lake Colusa and in, a little too far there, Lake Colusa and Yolo counties. That fire has now charred well over 68,000 acres. Yesterday, crews really took advantage of the cooler temperatures and were really able to make some good progress on several fronts of this fire. In fact, those of you in the area may have seen there was very little smoke. There were a few little hot spots. I want to show you a video, though. This is what it looked like just before the weather started to come in. So you can see this is the kind of fire activity and the fire behavior we have been seeing over the last several days. The vegetation, while it's green, is tinder dry and still is burning as if it was kindling in your fireplace. So a very active fire. Yesterday, though, this fire activity really died down. It really gave our firefighters an opportunity to get ahead of the fire. This front of fire that's really been hard for us to slow down because of those conditions. Get ahead of it, build those containment lines, build contingency lines around the fire, which has helped out significantly. Again, yesterday much cooler. Today, though, we are going to see our temperatures already are on their way up. The humidity already on its way down. That overcast, while it was nice, has moved on. So crews are continuing to really fortify the lines up here on the northwestern side of the fire. Here's Clear Lake and Lower Lake to give you some perspective. This is an area that we are very concerned over, and that's why there's still evacuation advisories here on the east side of Highway 53. All the evacuations remain in place, and while yesterday, again, there was very little smoke in the air, we're still keeping those evacuation orders in place because today we are expecting the possibility of more fire activity come this afternoon, as we have over the last several afternoons. Besides yesterday, every afternoon this fire picks up with steam and really takes off. But we're hoping that those lines that we really were able to have continued to build will hold this fire in its perimeter. But again, a lot of potential. If I zoom out here, you can just see all this north region up here, all of this, while there's scattered homes, is just filled with overgrown vegetation that's ready to burn. And this year, because of the drought, conditions are ripe for wildfires. I want to zoom out one more time and just look at all the 23 active fires that are currently burning. As I mentioned earlier, 10,000 firefighters on the front lines battling these fires. Here's a few more statistics. While we have 10,000 firefighters, well over 10,000, we have 770 fire engines battling these fires, 227 crews, 153 bulldozers, 57 helicopters, and dozens of air tankers, including large aircraft like the DC-10, C-130s from the military and the National Guard. So really, we're hitting these fires with everything we have. Now, as we're now in day 7 of the large fire, the Rocky Fire, many of these fires have been burning for weeks now. And for many of these firefighters, they've been battling fire after fire after fire, really since last year without a major break. We are working to rotate those crews. We brought a lot more resources from Southern California, moving them up north. We've also got help from other states along the west, moving resources from other states into California, helping us rotate those crews, giving our crews the opportunity to take a quick little breather, quick little R&R, so they can get back out on the line and continue the battle. Because while this wave may decrease, fire season here in California still remains elevated and significantly higher and busier than it has been over the last several years. And again, that's because drought conditions continue. So going into the rest of the week, we're going to get hotter, we're going to get drier. Potential of lightning, especially along the north coast and the northern mountains, Siskiyou, Modoc, Lassen counties, that region there. Crews are making progress. Several fires have been contained over the last couple days. We still are having a busy initial attack, so crews are busy. If you didn't get information on a fire that may be in your area and you want more, make sure to visit our website at fire.ca.gov. You can find this interactive Google map. You can find more details on the fire. There's even links to the National Forest and the U.S. Forest Service, where they too are just as busy with battling dozens of fires on the National Forest. Evacuations for many still in place. Check out that website for the latest information. You can always follow us on Facebook and Twitter, Cal_Fire. Follow me on Twitter, CalFire_PIO. We'll keep you up to date as it's occurring. So for now, that's the fire situation and the weather here in California. I'm Daniel Berlant. Have a fire-safe day.